All right, I'm just gonna come out and say it. My service-based business is failing. Not in a super dramatic, I gotta close my doors tomorrow type of way, but in a very humbling, wow, it is really hard to start over type of way. Hey guys, welcome to Impressive Glow. My name is Gina. I'm the owner and educator of Impressive Glow Spray Tan and Teeth Whitening Training, where my ultimate mission is to help women, moms, single moms learn how to start a side hustle as either a spray tan or teeth whitening technician and to build some financial independence in that process. Okay, so just a little quick backstory. If you haven't been here, you don't even know who I am. I moved my spray tan service and training business from Southern California to Charleston, South Carolina. It's been just a little over a year. Now, initially, when I first moved, I wasn't super sold on getting a brand new studio space. I was kind of like, I don't know if I want that overhead yet. I didn't know if this was going to be the town for us. I was kind of just sold on, I'm going to do trainings. My online trainings do very well. And I started to lease a small studio space from a wonderful girl that I met here who let me use her studio space once or twice a week and every other weekend for training when I had girls fly in for training. Because literally 2 weeks after I got here, I had girls flying in from Miami, New York to come train with me, which I'm totally blessed with. But very quickly I found out, and it occurred to me, I miss women like on a daily basis. I miss the connections, I miss the conversations, and I also figured out very quickly that I am not a stay-at-home dog mom. Although I love them, you can't create content with dogs in the house. So I realized pretty quick after about a year that I needed my own space. I didn't need 1,900 square feet, which is what I had in California, but I needed something of my own. I wanted something very professional for girls to come to when they were coming for trainings, but I missed that daily connection with women. And I wanted a space that would reflect my love and care for them. But this is where things got really real. Because when you're trying to start over in a brand new city, especially when you know absolutely nobody, 2, there are a lot of other spray tan artists in this area. And 3, booth tanning is still a thing here. Now, it's not all doom and gloom with this whole new situation, because there are some things that are very much working in my favor. And in all honesty, if I didn't have these, I may not have doors to open. So number 1 are my Google reviews. Oh my gosh, Google reviews are like my lifeline to business right now. So thank you to all the women who have ever left me a Google review based on my services. All my girls in California, thank you so much. If you haven't left me a Google review, please understand how much they mean to my business, because without them, I could probably say I'd be invisible right now. Number 2 is this beautiful studio. I've only been here for 2 months, and I have to say, I am very, very proud of what my husband and I have created in this beautiful studio. I know that when clients walk in here, they feel very safe, they feel very comfortable, and I have set an aesthetic to where it's a place where you want to kind of come and get some naked therapy. Number 3 is I'm not new to this. I am not new to the industry. I am not new to my services. I am not new to content creation. I'm comfortable behind the camera. I'm going to tell you what, that is a very big plus when you are wanting to grow faster in a bigger city. So I'm very happy that at least I have been in this industry for a while and I kind of know what I'm doing. But like I said, I don't know anybody here yet. I don't have a community yet. I maybe have met a hair girl and a lash artist and one esthetician, which is great. They have been absolutely amazing to me. But I have not become the go-to spray tan artist here yet, which I will say is very humbling. But I know that I have a specific client that I'm looking for, and I am so excited to find that client because I don't think she's represented in this area yet. But don't worry, I have a plan. I actually have a 4-month plan because you know what? I know this is not going to happen overnight, and we are literally in the middle of winter. Beginning of winter. And I know with some of the strategic things that I have planned, it's going to take me a while to kind of get those things in place. And the things that I do today and in the next 4 months are going to build that recognition, that trust, that relatability with clients in this area. And by March, April, I know that we're going to see a difference. Okay, so plan number 1 is I want to tighten up all my automations and the way that I show up to clients when they first book an appointment, or even before that, when they go to my Instagram page, my Google page. I want to make sure that 1, California is taken out of all of the information. I want to make sure all my emails have all the right location information. I want to make sure I implement pre-appointment text messages to make sure people are comfortable. If they have any questions, if they need to figure out how to get to my location, I want to make sure that all of my automations and how I show up on Instagram, where like I have my highlights, where my frequently asked questions are, what my studio space looks like, my reviews. I want to make sure all of that is new and it looks like I didn't just start my business however long ago. I want to get new things posted up there. I want to make sure that they are all the local information that the girls need here and that it all makes sense and it flows very well. That part of the client experience, I don't think people really understand how important that is. Number two is I want to dial down my content. I don't need a million views. I don't need to go viral. That is not what I'm looking for. I am looking for my ideal client in my local area. So I have strategies that I also give you in my beauty business blueprint course. That is amazing. You can check that out. But there's strategies for local beauty-based businesses to just be able to be found in search, SEO, to make sure people can find your services and make sure that you're addressing the type of content that your ideal client needs to see, because I have a very specific client. I specifically have an ideal client. I need to make sure that I am creating content around those women because I don't think they have someone like me here yet to service them. So number three is networking and collaborations. Now, you may not know this, but I am naturally very introverted. I am not a super fan of networking events and the woohoo girls. That's just not my style. I don't do that. However, I know that I need to get out and I need to meet more women in this area through networking, through other businesses, through other channels to really get my name out there. So I'm going to be showing you some of the networking events that I do, but collaborations are also something that's a lot of fun. And I've actually already started that. I started a weekly live and I've put this out on my Facebook page for other local beauty business owners who want to go live with me every Friday. I pick one girl and we do Instagram lives for 30 minutes. And she has some time to interview me. I have some time to interview her. And what it does is it gets each other to be seen in front of each other's followers on Instagram. Done it in California and it did absolutely amazing. We did our first one last week and it was great. So I'm excited to do more of those with some local beauty business women. And number four, I'm really going to make sure that I start talking more about teeth whitening. Now, I made this mistake even in California. Spray tanning is my bread and butter. It is what I talk about all the time. It's what I talk about here on YouTube a lot more. But teeth whitening is such a great service to be able to make great income. And I really think it's going to be a bigger hit here than it was for me in California. I just need to make more content about it. I need to talk about it more. And I need to make it a priority as one of the services that does really well for me. So I'm definitely going to be making and creating content about teeth whitening and talking about that more. So that is one of my strategies. All right. So again, I know this is not going to happen overnight. And I actually am excited to document this so that I can show new spray tan artists that you got to put in a little effort to get consistent clientele. Even me that's been in the industry for so long, I need to work to get local service-based clients in my new studio. So I know this is going to take a minute. I'm giving myself 4 months to establish enough service-based revenue to cover the entire lease for my studio. Right now, spray tan trainings and all of those things do great and cover the studio here, but I want just services to cover my studio lease, which is $1,850 for this, I think it's 700 square feet. Now, the way that I'm gonna do this is I've kind of cut this down. I'm a numbers girl, and if you break it down to me in numbers and you show me what it looks like, I know what goals to hit. In order to cover the lease here with just services, I need 17 spray tans a month and 9 teeth whitening appointments per month. When you break that down per week, it is not that hard. It is way more realistic to look at numbers like that and to be able to realistically try to hit goals to reach those numbers. So I'm super excited to show you this journey, to see how I'm doing, the goods, the bads, the falls, the ups, the downs, all the things, because it's very realistically can be done because I've done it before. So this is where I'm at right now that I want you to be aware of. Right now, I'm servicing about 1 teeth whitening client a month and maybe 2, if I'm lucky, 3 spray tan clients a week. That is not a lot. Coming from doing 15 to 20 spray tans a day during the summer to even 10 to 12 during the winter in California, that's a big slap of reality for you. But I'm not scared. I'm not worried about it. I'm just excited for the journey. I'm excited to see how this goes, and I'm excited for you to watch what I can do with this. So this is my goal. I'm super excited. I hope you guys follow along. I'm going to be making videos here to update you and to kind of go a deeper dive into some of the strategies that I've talked about and show you what has worked, what hasn't worked, and take you on that journey. But I'm going to be doing more weekly updates, like 2 or 3 videos a week, into a deeper dive of this on my TikTok channel. So make sure you are following me over on my TikTok channel, my Instagram, all the things, and let's see how I do. Make sure you say a prayer for me. See you guys in the next one.